Hi, I am Ajay Kumar of BBA second year from Adya Degree College, and today I am going to discuss about a case study on industrial relations at Toyota. About Toyota. Toyota is a Japanese multinational automotive manufacturer headquartered in Toyota Aichi, Japan. In 2017, Toyota's corporate structure consisted of 3,64,445 employees worldwide, and as of December 2019, it was the 10th largest uh, automobile manufacturer. Not only that, Toyota is the largest automobile manufacturer in Japan and the second largest automobile manufacturer after Volkswagen, according to 2018 unit sales. Toyota is the global market leader in sales of hybrid electric vehicles and one of the largest companies to encourage the mass market to switch to uh, hybrid vehicles across the globe. Toyota is also a market leader in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Now, let us see the Indian side of the Toyota Motors. It is Toyota Kirloskar Motor. Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited is a subsidiary of Toyota Motor Corporation of Japan with Kirloskar Group for the manufacture and sales of Toyota cars in India. It is currently fourth largest car maker in India after Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai and Mahindra. Industrial relations at TKM, which stands for Toyota Kirloskar Motors. When TKM started its production operations in the year 2000, it had a history of disturbed relationships between the management and the workers. Prior to the strike and lockout in January 2006, the plant has experienced three other strikes, two in 2001 and a strike and a lockout in 2002, which lasted for almost 2 months. In 2002, the company has decided to call the workers in two shifts in order to meet the increased demand for the company's cars. The first shift started at 8 am and ended at 4 pm. The workers in this shift were asked to work overtime from 4 pm to 8 pm, which is 4 hours extra. There were number of factors that led to the strike and lockout at the TKM's plant. Some major factors can be listed as follows. Labor unrest at the workplace, which means the labor were not given a break. Workers' unruly and rude behavior, senior officials' strict behavior, workers' indiscipline and poor performance, increase of work shift duration, which means from 8 hours to 12 hours, but no hikes were announced accordingly due to the overtime. No breaks were given during the shift, which shows how rude and strict were the senior officials over the workers, and they dismissed some of the workers on the grounds of behavior, which is unfair. Ext- External party CITU interference. It was followed by a lockout, uh, citing safety concerns by the management. So now let us know what are the suggested measures which a firm can take to avoid such kind of strikes and lockout and to maintain a healthy relationship among the management and the workers. The company can take the following actions to prevent such kind of irregularities. 1. A declaration stating the disciplinary rules and work ethics at workplace should be taken from the workers before joining. There should be a regular meeting happening between the worker union and the management discussing various issues and grievances of the workers. Employees uh, should be in different shifts in order to avoid overtime of the employees. So let us see some more points. Overtime should not be made mandatory, it should be voluntary. Overtime should be compensated optimally. Proper break time, lunch time should be provided. If a lockout is prevailing for a longer time, the company can outsource some of its activities if possible. If a firm follows takes in consideration all of these points, they can avoid such kind of situations like strikes and lockout or any other unhealthy behavior among the management and workers in future. Thank you for watching. I am Ajay Kumar of BBA second year.